Today I fucked up by ejaculating in my bed. Mom, if you're still watching this, why? Why? Just stop, honestly. So, let's read this. Fuck the coconut story. Let's read the bed story. We're over in r/ today I fucked up with a post by a deleted user. Today I fucked up by ejaculating in my bed. Throwaway, obviously. And people, this is off the cuff. I don't know what the fuck this is. But the title is self-explanatory. This is a few months old, but I feel like I have to get it out of my head. So I know most people masturbate in the shower or in the toilet, but I've always done it in my bed. I'm living with my parents, so I guess I just like the privacy of my room. Then, and this is what I now realize is me being a fucking weirdo, it was time I would pull up the blanket, roll over to the side a bit, and just come onto the wall / below the bed. I never really thought much of it, and it never smelled bad, so I just kept doing it because it was easy. Nobody noticed, and people seldom visited my room anyway. You are nose blind because you live in that room. No one comes to that room because it smells. They smell it, and they don't want to, so they don't come to your room. After some years of doing this, I recently reached a few difficult points in my life, and this exacerbated my masturbation habits. Years? I used to only masturbate like once a week or so. Maybe that's why I didn't smell. But for a couple of weeks, I started doing it every day, sometimes a few times a day. What? You're depressed, so you're beating your shit multiple times? Who broke your heart? This usually wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary for a teenager, but since I was always ejaculating on my wall / bed, I began to get a bad cockroach infestation there. I want to cry. Why did I read this story? I could have stayed with the comments on the fucking coconut story. The fucking coconut story. Because it's not a fucking coconut story. It's a fucking coconut story. Say hi to Goku, everybody. Yeah, I want to start showing off my Funko Pop collection. Yeah. Because my batteries, this on air sign drains my batteries. Like, what's the point of having this on? The first episode I had it was bright, it was beautiful. But yeah. Look how sad it is. All right, let's try this again. Let's keep going. I didn't notice it first, and since I've never had cockroaches before, I didn't really know how. I didn't really know what they were, but eventually I read up on the internet that cockroaches like to live in dark, moist places in the house, and that made sense. At first, I felt really disgusted. I wanted to exterminate them, but I definitely didn't want my parents to find out what happened. So I tried to kill them by flicking them into a bowl of water and watching them drown. But then I felt really bad. I didn't even pull your bed out and clean it. I don't know why, but it felt like murder. I didn't really dislike the cockroaches. I had never even seen cockroaches before, and they were kind of interesting. So I decided to stop killing them and kind of just let them be for like a week. At this point, I finally began masturbating in the shower. I know this sounds really weird, but I kind of began thinking of them as my children. It started out as it started out as a joke, as a joke, as a joke thought, joke dash thoughts. But then it got more serious. Like they were literally born out of my sperm. So in my mind, it made sense that they were my offspring in a way. I actually want kids when I grow up. And this was kind of like that. I used to bring them food and stuff from the kitchen and play with them by moving them around the room or letting them crawl on me. I just got really emotionally attached to them for a while, even though they were obviously just insects. Then my parents found out. I think my dad saw one in the kitchen, immediately freaked out and called the exterminator the same day I was at school. So we had to move out for about a week into an Airbnb, and I was really depressed the entire time, but I couldn't tell them why. They just thought I didn't like the Airbnb.